All right, so today we're going to learn how to, that's interesting, I already have something on there. Today we're going to learn how to write and solve an inequality that represents a real world situation. So an inequality is a statement that compares two expressions that are not strictly equal by using one of the following signs. So you guys should know this, but we'll review it real quick. Basically, this is less than. If it's pointing, if it has an equal sign, then it's less than or equal to. That equal to has to do with this little equal sign down here. This is greater than, pointing to the right. If it has the little equal sign, that means equal to, greater than, or equal to. And then this last one, you guys don't know, but that's an equal sign through a slash in it, so it really is saying it's not equal to. So it says, you have probably seen a sign at the amusement park that looks like you must be at least 48 inches tall to ride this ride. This statement could be rewritten as H is greater than or equal to 48, where H represents the height of the person riding the ride. Nora is planning a birthday party for her little sister, Colleen. Okay, and then Nora's budget will allow her to spend no more than $50 on party supplies. So we're going to say no more than 50. So now when it comes to thinking about less than, greater than, you just plug in a number. Is $60 no more than 50? You're just saying yes. Think about it. Is $60 no more than 50? It is more, but is it no more? No. What about $30? Is that no more than 50? No. Yes. Yes. It's less than 50. So right away, just based on that statement alone, I know that I'm going to have a less than statement. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So just based on that statement alone, I know that I'm going to have less than. Okay? Remember, going to the left is less than. 8 children, including Colleen, will attend the party. And Nora wants to determine how much she could spend in party favors for each child. She also has to purchase a cake for $10. So there's some numbers here that are important. She can't go over 50. There's going to be 8 kids, right? And it says, write an inequality that represents this situation. So we're going to let C represent the cost of the party. Write an expression for the total cost of the party. Okay? So we have to think about this. What do you guys think goes in where? So we have a 50, an 8, and a 10, and we're trying to determine what the answer will be based on some of this information that they've given us. So C is a function. C, what does C represent? Well, C represents the cost of the party favor for each child. Okay? So we don't know how much they're going to spend on each child for a party favor, right? But we're trying to figure out the total cost, how much money Nora will spend. But C represents the cost per party favor. Okay? So how many kids are attending the party? 8. 8 kids are attending the party, and she's going to buy each of them a party favor. So it's going to be 8 times C. Are there any other additional costs to Nora? No. Well, read the paragraph real quick and tell me if you can find the additional cost. Is she buying a cake? Yeah. Does she have to pay for the cake? Yeah. How much does she pay for the cake? Yeah, no. It says it. Read the words. Don't just randomly shout out stuff. Don't just randomly guess. Read the words. $10. $10. So her total cost will be 8 times whatever the party favors are plus the $10 for the cake. What symbol do we use to represent no more than? No more than means that it would be less than, right? Which way does the less than symbol point to? And remember, when we say greater, we're going to go to the right. Shoot, I really kind of screwed that up. Greater than points to the right, and less than or lesser points to the left. So if it's less than, then it'll point to the left. So now, what's the total amount she could spend? It says no more than what? Well, let's read it again. It says Nora is planning a birthday party for her little sister Colleen. Nora's budget will allow her to spend no more than $50. In other words, she can't spend more than $50. So this represents what she spends. And what would you call the $50? How about her budget? Okay. So now that you have the inequality, we solve the inequality just like we do any other equation, except there's one special rule, and we'll talk about that later. Well, they said to find out, they said, why don't we use the value of 4 for C? In other words, if she spends $4 on party favors, would that put her over budget or would it be under budget? So wherever there was a C, they plugged in a 4. So up here it was 8 times C. Now they're going to say 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 10 is 42. Is 42 less than or equal to 50? Yes. Yes, $4 is. Are you guys writing this down? Well, I got to be careful how I want to word this. I was going to say $4 is less than the budget, which is true. But then I realized I gotta be a little better on how I word it. So I would say yes, $4 per person is less than her budget. Her budget was $50. She couldn't spend any more than $50. Okay? All right. So is the inequality true? Yes. And then it says, could Nora do the same thing if she spent $6? Well, you would say 8C plus 10 has to be less than or equal to 50. So then you would say 8 times 6 plus 10 has to be less than or equal to 50. But what's 8 times 6? 48. I don't know why I put the 6 there. 48 plus 10 is less than or equal to 50. What's 48 plus 10? 58. Is 58 less than or equal to 50? No, so this is false. So what you should be thinking is that 58 is not less than or equal to. I'm just going to put a little mark through there. So then what does that tell you? No. It's over the budget. By $8, as a matter of fact. I think $5 would do it. I think 5 is the max. So it says, why does the inequality represent Nora's budget calculation better than an equation? This is easy. She can choose to spend less than $50. In other words, there is more than one solution. Okay? There's more than one solution. And it says, what is the solution set? Well, she could spend $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5. Or one way to write that is from 1 to 5. And since we have the equal sign, technically, you would write it this way. You would write a bracket, and we'll talk about that. So because there's more than one solution, we gotta talk about how do we represent more than one solution at some point in time. Well, if she only spends $1, it's less than $50, so she doesn't go over budget. If she only spends $2 in party favors per person, it's still less than $50. She can go all the way up to $5. I don't know if you did the math in your head, but if she spent 5, what's 5 times 8? 40. What's 40 plus 10? 50. So she could spend all 50. She just can't go over. Are there any questions about that? Okay, I'm going to stop right there and leave this on